Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to CouchSports Live. We're here with your boy, DH Money the Don. Hey, look, we got no music today, none of that going on today. We getting straight into it, man. We got the Minnesota Vikings. I'm pulling it up right now. The computer is acting a little bit slow, but how y'all doing, y'all? What's going on, man? Hey, listen. We here, we live. Y'all ain't got the camera right now because I got the baby with me and things. She's in my arms, so I don't really want to bring her up and things. But yeah, we here, we live. How y'all feeling? How y'all coming? We getting this Minnesota Vikings film up right now. Trying to get it. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Yo, welcome in. Like I said, we got it getting ready for it. It's being difficult right now. We're trying to pull it up. I guess it don't want us to show the Minnesota Vikings, but you know, it is what it is. We gonna do our best to get it going. It is taking forever. Hey, look, we got a new setup coming real soon, though. We got a new setup coming real soon. Once again, the little one is with me, so y'all won't be able to see me, but we will keep the film going. Okay. Oh, here we go. It's finally ready, y'all. It's finally ready. It's finally ready. We got it going. We got it going. Appreciate y'all for being patient. Thank you so much. Here we go, y'all. Thank y'all for being patient. Y'all are so wonderful. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna start it right now. And here we go. This is the Cincinnati Bengals game. Or this is the Minnesota game versus the Cincinnati Bengals. I picked this game because I figured maybe this game would be worth watching. We will not be describing any of the formations. Y'all should know the formations by now. We did so much with the whole formation thing. Y'all should already know what's going on. Like, I shouldn't have to even sit here and say anything about formations anymore. So we just gonna go ahead. We gonna get live with it. Hey man, hey man, say man. Y'all should already know what's going on, right? Y'all should know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on, man. Let's go ahead and let's start jumping into it. ain't even allowing me. Okay, there you go. We in it now. We in it now. Yo, we gonna go ahead. We gonna start getting into it. Brady, appreciate that daily check-in. If y'all not over on TikTok with us, y'all, that's where y'all need to join us. So that way y'all can get y'all comments in. If y'all want anything as far as y'all team coming up, if y'all want to join the chat, things like that, come over to TikTok. I love y'all over there on the tube. I love y'all over there over on the Purple app and things like that. But this is where I'm mainly taking on all of the chats. Yo, appreciate those 2 times on the gloves. Appreciate that. And getting it busting. So we gonna roll right through it real quick. So let's go ahead and let's get it started. Oh, great play. Great play. Let's go ahead and back it up a little bit. That was a great play. This is Mason in the backfield. I don't. Hey, look. The reason that it is so fuzzy and so messed up is because this is the video that they gave me. This video that they gave me. So, to mind y'all, we're sitting here and we're giving y'all educationals. Y'all know what the formation is. Y'all know what the defense is looking like on their formations, right? You count the linemen. The two is not down there, still linemen and things. You see the linebackers and you see the 3 cornerbacks, which is actually more than 3 cornerbacks. But we just gonna go ahead and start getting into it right here. This would kind of be considered nickel, which is crazy because they going nickel, get single back. So y'all see the ball is a handoff, it's a run. Hey, everybody is doing great. Look at how this lineman on this downside right here, closest to us, takes this defensive end and pushes him on the inside to get that outside edge. To get that outside edge right there, right? What in the world? Yo, they sitting here. Yo, Supreme, appreciate you. What's going on, guy? How you feeling, man? They sitting here, they trying to restrict us and everything, man. So we just gonna go ahead and continue on with what we got going on, man. So yeah, y'all see them pushing them on the pushing him to the outside, pushing him to the inside so they could get that outside leverage, and everybody's just doing great on this blocking. Like this is just magnificent. Everybody's blocking. He gets to that. Mason gets to the outside, almost breaks the tackle. Ooh, did he get the first? Yes, he got that first down. That's definitely a first down. It was a flag on the play. The flag was obviously not against Minnesota because they got down to about the 30, 39, and that's exactly where you see the next play started at. It's about that 30, 33. So the play was actually on the opposite team right there. I did not send out anything to anybody, so I'm gonna try my best to send it out there to them. FYPs in the chat, please. FYPs in the chat. We got to get this out there to the algorithm because they decided that they want to restrict us right now, and I don't feel like starting over. Like they literally just did us in, y'all. They did us in. Like I have no sound, none of that playing. They saying that it's unoriginal. We're sitting here and we're doing educational football film. This is educational football film, and they're still deciding that they want to restrict us. So we're gonna sit here, we're gonna appeal it, and we're gonna fight it all the way to the end. Talk to my managers or something, see if we can get this appeal. Yo, appreciate all the love. Make sure that y'all tapping up this screen and share it. That's what we need y'all to do. We need y'all to share. Share, tap up the screen. Let's go, man. Ain't nobody else giving y'all this. Nobody else bringing y'all film. Breaking down film, and we not just breaking down just Chicago Bears film. We're breaking down the whole NFC film right now. So let's get it, y'all. This is original content because ain't nobody doing this. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into this next play. All right. That was to Jettas. That was to Jettas right there. So let's go ahead and try to break it down. It looks like they probably started off in shotgun formation. Don't know how many receivers because this is straight highlights. You got a check block downhill with the running back. You got two hooks at the you see right there, number 19, and it looks like TJ Hawkinson. Both of them ran hook routes. That is considered a hook route. They just turned straight around. They didn't round it off or anything like that. Then here, which is Jetta's right there. I know it's kind of fuzzy. Y'all can't really see it in things, but that's Jetta's. He caught the ball at possibly a dig route. The receiver down here at the bottom, he's probably doing a comeback route, which he looks like he's turning around with his back towards the quarterback. That's called the comeback route. Caught by Jetta's, got tackled, still got the first down. Celebration, move on. Hey, look, y'all know this formation. We talked about this formation for the past, I don't know how many days, man. So let's go ahead and move on from that. Defense is definitely looking like they run a man right here. Nah, you got a cornerback that's playing way too far off. They might be playing zone. So go ahead and get into it. They are definitely running zone. Definitely running zone. That's to Oliver. Touchdown. Great play right there. Actually, let me see something, y'all. I might be tweaking. I might be tweaking. Am I tweaking, y'all? Y'all tell me, am I tweaking? Did they are they blocking us for real? No, we not tweaking. They blocked us for real, but we gonna go ahead and keep it moving though. Forget that. All right, so as you see here, you have Oliver with what looks like an out route, but he ended up turning into a zig in. You have a up and out route by the running back at the top. At the bottom here, we really can't see what those is. Number 27 definitely did a hook route, but the ball was thrown to Oliver. Touchdown, and we move forward from there. Quarterback is Carson Wentz. Quarterback is Carson Wentz. It's called the quick end. That's what he did, a quick end. That's what that's called. All right. So here it is, 39. Carson Wentz. Y'all know what the position is called already. We ain't even got to call it, but I will tell y'all that is quad. That is, or no, that is considered widespread because you have your two insides off the line. So that is regular shotgun, wide block, blitz pickup, but it did not work. Wentz got in trouble. That 39 went nowhere. So let's talk about what happened here. Breakdown on that line. That line was just horrible. Linebacker comes blitzing straight in. That's actually, yeah, that's a linebacker blitzing straight in. They only sent 4, so that's technically not a blitz, but the linebacker is the one that's blitzing in, so they would call that a blitz. And he actually had a man. If y'all pay attention to 87, 87, which is TJ Hawkinson, he is the guy that's second from the top. So you see the 30 mark, you see the wide receiver that's there, you see the Caucasian guy that's bent over, not bent over, but kind of like in a set formation right there, or a set stance right there, wide receiver stance. That's TJ Hawkinson. Keep your eyes on him. Right there, open. He could have got the ball to him as he was making the cut. The defensive player, which is the linebacker, is not even paying attention to the quarterback anymore. All you got to do is let the ball go. He didn't. Tried to get out the pocket. It didn't work for him. And they just swarmed him. Great play by Cincinnati. Bad play by Minnesota. Bad. Here goes a Cincinnati play. Great for them. Bad play by Cincinnati. This is called the jet sweep. Jet sweep left. He gets the outside edge. Thanks to that tight end coming back and making that block, which y'all should know. Number 1, Jamar Chase. He's pretty fast. Great positive yards. Put his shoulder down. Get the first down. As far as Minnesota, what they was running, it looks like you can't even tell what they was technically running. It looked like it was man because look at zero. Nah, it's not man. He's following the zone. He's following the sweep. So you really couldn't tell what they was in. Next play, y'all should know single back is only one running back in the back. So moving forward, their rise, welcome in. Here they're playing. Minnesota is playing zone. So mind y'all, this is about Minnesota. So Minnesota is playing zone. They're definitely playing deep zone because everybody just pretty much backed all the way up. The cornerbacks are nowhere near this play. That's a linebacker right there on the tight end. Put the shoulder down, reach out. Oh, just before, yeah, that could be a first down right there. Nobody was over there, so technically this is a blown play by Minnesota, y'all. Blown play by Minnesota. Right, we at 2nd and 9. Y'all already know. They talking about Chase Brown, how many rushing yards he had last week against Jacksonville. We'll be previewing that game. Or no, not that game. It's a different game we're gonna preview. But anyway, so you see the cornerbacks for the Minnesota Vikings. They're up close. We can guess that this is man right here. No, they play zone. They didn't do any jamming. They're not following any wide receivers. So this is definitely zone. Checks. Nothing still. Finally throws the ball. And it is a interception. Great hands, young man. Run it back. Run it all the way back. Hey, we got an interception, y'all. We got an interception. Pick 6. Got a pick 6. Why not go with the man that's running across the field? Your number 1 receiver, Jamar Chase. Why not go with him? He turned around. He was gonna throw the ball to him. Jamar Chase turned around. If you see number 1 right here at the far right, which y'all can barely see it, but I can. Jamar Chase turned around when he was gonna throw the ball to him. So at that point in time, it was already too late. He tried to make some more room, throw the ball, and it got picked off. It was behind the receiver. The receiver had to turn around, and yeah, this turned into that pick 6. Take it to the house. Did he tip it? Oh, was it tip too? And it had a little tip to it, so it got tip. Tip drill. Spicy, welcome in. Thank you for the daily heartbeat. Thank you for the Go Poplars. Thank you for the three chilies. What we really need though, really need the likes and the shares. They tried to restrict this live, so I'm trying my best to push it out with as much as we can. FYP hashtag FYP in a chat. Hashtag FYP in the chat, y'all, please. All right. Next play for the Bengals. Let's pay attention to Minnesota, what they're running here. Okay, these cornerbacks came up, but the cornerback on the far side of the field, he's all the way backed up. Don't know, he might have Jamar Chase, but if this is man, he's burnt regardless. It don't matter how far you backed up. Changing the play. Oh yeah, look how far this safety just dropped all the way back there. Then this linebacker decided he's gonna drop all the way back here as well. He's still walking. He's almost out of our range right here, right? Then you see another guy, which is the other safety. He runs all the way back here. So they are definitely listen, when you see the cornerbacks pushing on the wide receivers, that might be man right there. That's really considered man, especially if they start following them. Oh, that was supposed to have been a sack, young man. Get that money. You gotta finish that food. Hey, hope you had a good. Hey, what's going on, truck? Appreciate you sending that daily heart me. We trying to get it out to the algorithm. They restricted it. They said that it's not original content, but this is educational content because we're going through the film. So I sent the appeal, let them know that it's educational, which is allowed in their guidelines that I found. I went through their guidelines and found that out. So I'm trying to get it through, man. Trying to get it through. Continue to go through it. But that first sack was supposed to be it. Look how far back he is from that blue line. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 yards right there. If you would have got him, that would have been 11 yards. So it would have been 4th and 19 right there. Your team needs that. Get that sack. I mean, it's not that bad. It's like 4th and 18, maybe 17. But still, you got to get that sack because that's that money for you, man. You got to get that sack. No blitz. The man coverage did what they were supposed to do. They get the sack. Now, mind y'all, Minnesota were number one last season for sacks. All right, second quarter, 12:24 left. Minnesota is up by 14. Y'all already know that position. We've talked about that position for the last, I don't know how many days. Defense is in zone. You notice they're not really following anybody. Carson Wentz pump fakes, throws that linebacker off, zips it to TJ Hawkinson, who's on the end route. Mm, short post. That's a short post. Short post route because he took it upwards. Everybody else, you see an out, you see a hook, you see a post corner. Maybe not. He's really stopping, so we can't tell what that is. It was 1st and 18 right there. Picked up most of them yards back. Here we go. It's 2nd and 10. Pretty much. This is the next play. This is the next play. See, cornerbacks on Cincinnati are up on the wide receivers. So this could be man. Let's see if they jam them. They don't jam them, but they are telling them. It does not matter. It is a run. Mm, Pretty decent blocking by the lineman. He made it to the second level, but he is being tackled by 97, and you can't really do nothing about that once the man is turning around. You gotta kind of like let him go so you don't get called for holding. I'm gonna call it decent blocking because you can't do anything about that. The running back is being technically being tackled by the safety and the defensive tackle. He's been tackled by both of them. He's been tackled by both of them. So, here we go, 3rd and 6, which is the next play. Y'all know the position. Pay attention to the corners. The corners tell you what it is. Once again, the cornerbacks are letting you know that this is zone. Look how far back away they are from the wide receivers. Number 20 right here is not even lined up with a receiver. He's on the outside of a receiver looking in at the cornerback or quarterback. That lets you know that this is zone right here. Now he's backing up. Zone blitz. Because look at the safety and look at the linebacker. So the safety that's up top, that's by the number 10, that's on the inside. So you see the guy that's directly in front of the number 10, then you see the guy behind him. Okay, so that guy is going to blitz in. And then if you see the guy that's come to the left a little bit, y'all might see y'all see the little arrow right here. All right, this arrow is telling you this guy is blitzing, this guy is blitzing. So Minnesota, what do you all have for this blitz? Barely picks it up. He lets it go, throws it behind him. And he was really trying to get into a tight window instead of just going to the man right here. Just go to this guy right here. Go to the easy check down. Bam. Even if you hit him in the back of the head, at least then, because this could have been intercepted. If he did not get his hands on the ball, that was an interception right there. So go for the field goal. They get it. All right, here we are, 3rd and 5. Ball is on Cincinnati's 30. Minnesota is running a zone. They only sent 4 linemen. I'm not gonna lie, they linemen were pretty decent. They were pushing towards that quarterback. They was getting pressure on that quarterback. But you had a guy that gets right behind the defense, and that is T. Higgins. And that was the perfect throw. That was a perfect throw. Can't do anything about that. Flag on the play. Personal foul. Something on the defense. I'll let y'all know. Hold on. Illegal use of the helmet. Illegal use of the helmet because he led with his helmet. Like helmet to helmet right there. You can't have that. Which I'm not gonna lie. I understand they trying to protect the players, but certain plays, like if you see I'm going in, my shoulders here, how am I supposed to move my head or this helmet, which is bigger than my head, to get the correct type of angle to make the hit? I mean, he could have towards his body, but at the end, like if he goes towards his body, then and he misses that man, and that man gets more yards, they're gonna the film section is gonna go back on him, and it's gonna look bad. So, but you can see it here. Oh yeah, he definitely illegal use of the helmet. He wasn't targeting. He didn't target the wide receiver's helmet or anything like that. But you can't have that in college. That gets you suspended for the game. You'll get kicked out for the game. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 8. Cornerbacks are way off. You see there's a cornerback that y'all can't even see, but if you look at the top of the screen, you see that cornerback how far off he is. That tells y'all what Minnesota is in exactly zone, y'all. Minnesota is in zone. He starts to walk up a little bit. There's nothing there because they are running a Chase Brown zone, Chase Brown screen, which y'all know I hate this screen right here. It's the most dumbest thing to run. It works out for him because good lord, this is slow linebacker. That's a slow linebacker. He broke down. I'm not gonna lie. At this, I'm not breaking down right here. I'm going straight at you because I know I have guys on the inside that can make the tackle if I miss this tackle. So I'm not slowing down on that one. Bad angle. He definitely should have been going a little bit more at him right there. And I think I probably only got this restriction simply because I don't have a screen up. I don't have myself up, so I'm not really worried about it no more. First down, that should not have happened. That's the dumbest play that any team can run, but it worked out for them. All right, Minnesota have these cornerbacks right here, way off the receivers who are up here. So they ran a lot of zone this game. Cornerback up here. This cornerback up here, he decided he was going to back off the receiver. You got a safety coming down. They got some type of zone blitz going on that it looks like. Nah, not a zone blitz, but they do have a blitz because this is over here. So they're probably backing up because they don't want any. They know that they don't have any help behind them. There's no help behind them. So they don't want to get beat by the wide receivers, which if you're playing Cincinnati, you got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins that you have to worry about. If you're gonna run blitz, you definitely need to be away from these guys a little bit because they're gonna beat you off the line. So that's the reason why they're off here. All y'all have to do is look at this right here. Look at these guys right here. All of them rush in. So that's pretty much a blitz. That lets you know that was a blitz. He got rid of the ball. T. Higgins went up and just could not catch it. Oh, and that's a they got lucky because T 1-on-1, T would have caught that. TH would have definitely caught that. Giving praise to Rodgers, I don't think that was Rodgers. I just think that was Higgins just dropped the ball. I mean, he probably tipped the ball or whatever, but T. Higgins still would have caught the ball. Field goal is good. All right, Minnesota. Okay, let's go, Minnesota. What y'all got going on now? Y'all know this position. We talked about it. Y'all know this position. Linebackers in zone. It looks like the defense is in zone. Period. Carson Wentz cannot find anybody, and he cannot get out of the pocket to make any moves. There goes a sack for Cincinnati, and which is crazy. You have 4 guys rushing the quarterback. See those 4 white shirts? Should not be any reason 5 guys can't block 4 guys and your quarterback gets sacked. All right. And that was third down. That's 1st and 10 for Cincinnati. Do you have a blitz here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you got a blitz here, so you have a zone blitz. Oh, he just found the zone. He sat, caught the ball. Can't do anything about that one when you have that type of zone blitz. You leave a lot of openness on the field, and it was just found. The hole was found. Moving on to the next one. Uh, oh my God, Minnesota. Honestly, I cannot even tell you what this is. You got two guys that's way back there. He's probably playing so far back because it's Jamar Chase. You got Jamar Chase. When you gotta face that type, you play, and that's not even Jamar Chase. That's Chase Brown. So they're definitely in the zone. They're in the zone. Jamar Chase is down here by us. There, nobody's following anybody really. A screen again, and he got put down. The ball actually came out, so it's definitely a catch. He knocked the ball out right here. The ball is coming out. He got put down on the ground. Or the ball is out. Where is the ball? I hate that they got this like this. He gets up and he starts running. He just snatched the ball up out of him. Bam. He landed on the ball. Okay, I see it now. There's a shadow right here. He landed on the ball. Bam. He gets up. And he runs it back. Let's go, young man. Get that money. Good punch out. He lands on the ball, gets up with the ball, and no one, them guys not gonna catch him. Nobody follows the motion man, so more than likely is zone. You see how number 8 down here by us, he's right above the Cincinnati score. Number 8, see how he's turned and backing up. That lets you know it's zone as well. So once the play is happening, you have to, as a quarterback, you have to develop this and see this early. All right, it's a zone. That rush, 4 guys rushing in. They almost get to him. He has to go, and he's past the line of scrimmage. Y'all see that? Y'all see how far he's past the line of scrimmage and throws the ball? Definitely another penalty. Did the ball come out? Nah, the ball ain't. It possibly did, but let's see what happens here. It really don't matter. It's gonna be 2 penalties on both. They say the ball did come out, but it's gonna be 2 penalties. One on offense, one on the defense. No, it wasn't. So both penalties was on the offense. They declined. They got the ball. Y'all know this position. At this point, now the Bengals are pretty much playing zone. Ball is whipped in there. Carson Wentz still has an arm, throws it in there. Y'all know how Jettas do. He got to get them yards. He got to get them yards. Eat, young man, eat. All right, once again, we got another zone. Y'all know this is shotgun. They don't blitz. Carson Wentz stays patient, sees the out route. That is an out route that is ran right there to TJ Hawkinson. He makes the catch, first down. It's now first and goal. All right, now your defensive backs can't play that far back. So what's gonna happen? It doesn't matter because of course it's a run by Mason. Touchdown. That was great blocking up front. He really didn't get touched until he got to the second level. Ran through that safety, made that touchdown. So we get to see it from a different angle. Did he get touched at all? No, he did not get touched. That is great blocking by Minnesota. Bam, blow him up. And it honestly is hard. This is why you run when you're down in this position. This is how you supposed to run the ball. Now you're at the 5-yard line. If you're at the 5-yard line, the 10-yard line, the 4 yard line. This is how you supposed to run it. You put them out spread because you want them to think. You put receivers out there spread because you want them to think, okay, they have options. Are they gonna run or are they gonna pass? At this point, they're gonna run. Why? Because I have guys outside of the box as well as where I'm running to. I have more guys there than you, so I'm definitely gonna run like this. When you go in there and you run three tight ends right here, that let pretty much lets them know that they're gonna run. Now you have to fake it and pass. And honestly, if you don't get to that quarterback, and if the defense does not get to the quarterback, okay, cool. It worked out for you. But a lot of times the defense is getting to the quarterback. You have to have a mobile quarterback. Lamar Jackson, Caleb Williams, Kyler Murray, stuff. Guys like that. Not no Carson Wentz. So definitely don't have a bunch play right here and have so many guys in the box. That's why this worked out for them so well. Shy, welcome in. Shy, how you feeling, brother? Trying my best to get this through. You see, I don't have myself up here, so we didn't already got a restriction, but we already 41 minutes in here, so we gonna go ahead and roll through it. I post a highlights of this or something. All right, so Minnesota looks like they could be in man. The cornerbacks are lined up directly with the receivers. You got two deep safeties. It looks like with this motion that number 7 is following Chavez. I hope I said his name. Whatever. They run the ball, and Minnesota is just definitely popping that ball out, y'all. Minnesota's been punching the ball. So Chicago Bears, y'all know how I'm always bring them up there. They reach for that ball. They got to make sure that they are definitely holding on to that, and they are lucky. Oh, he didn't get it back. Ball is still out. They pounce on it. Man, the Bengals just had a bad. Once Burrow goes down, honestly from here, everything was just bad. Everything was just bad. All right, we know this position right here. Like I said, at this point, I believe Cincinnati Bengals are mainly playing zone, or they playing half zone, half man. If you look up top, the cornerback, he's looking in, but he's lined up directly across the receiver, so he could be running man. And wherever Jettas is at, they backed up. So yeah, it looks like man right here. Yeah, they're running. Cincinnati's running man, and of course Jetta is up top. Bad pass by Wentz, but that's honestly, I think if you lead it a little bit more instead of trying to go back shoulder, just lead it and make it where only Jettas can catch this ball, or make it where the defensive back has to jump to contest this ball. I think Jettas comes down with that. I honestly think Jettas comes down with that. All right, they go for the field goal at the end of the half and barely makes it. Coming back, it is now the third quarter. It's 37. Minnesota is in definitely looks like zone. You got three wide receivers and nobody's really covering it. Your safety is running over there to cover over the top, and you still have a wide open wide receiver. I believe they're in zone right there. Yeah, they're in zone. And you send 5, so zone blitz did not get to the quarter. Oh, they did not get to the quarterback, but still put the pressure on them. Went nowhere, fourth down. Great play. All right, we know this single back. You see that one running back is single back. Usually, so far when they go single back position like this, no shotgun, They're running. They're running. So far, that's what it's been. And when you have your center is getting up to the second level, you see the guy that's in the purple that's already past the line of scrimmage right there. That's dangerous. That is dangerous. They should make something out of this. They should. But the holes are closing quick. Too many people are guarding the same guys. They turn, and well, it's Jordan Mason. So he turned nothing into something, because that was supposed to been a disaster right there. Tight end does a block, pushes the man out of the way. Number 71, just go upfield. Let the tight end take that if he can get that. Possibly would have went upfield, but I believe 97 is pushing towards that hole right there, which made Jordan Mason have to make a cut. And that is the only reason why I really came this way, because the hole that he wanted to go through to was no longer there. Makes the cut. Could have called the holding on TJ Hawkinson right there. Right there, that's a hold. That is a hold. They did not call it. He gets a big first down. So they missed a holding call right here, but okay. And it's a ref. They definitely can miss calls. We ain't gonna sit here and act like everybody is perfect, right? Did the motion. It looks like he followed the man in motion, so that lets you know they're in man. Toss. Jordan Mason again. Hey, and he's an underrated running back. Everybody talk about all these different running backs. He's an underrated running back right there. Not so much of great blocking. It's just more so Jordan Mason. He did what he needed to do to get some yards, and it worked out for him. Shotgun position, and let's see, what's that? What was that? A single back position right there. So we're gonna guess it right here. We're gonna guess it for this next play. He's in shotgun position. That formation is shotgun. It's 3rd and 2. It looks like Cincinnati is playing man. Are they running or are they passing? I think Minnesota is gonna pass. I'm calling that Minnesota is gonna pass. Got a motion. The guy is following the motion. They passed. He barely got that out because Cincinnati was definitely on top of that. What's that? Oliver? I forgot who number 1 was. I think that is Oliver. Moving on though. Up top, they are playing man. It looks like, because he's gonna jam him. Up, down low, they're playing man. This is man against shotgun formation, so you know they're about to pass, which is the third quarter. 1st and 20. You're up 34-3. So just, run the ball. Run the ball, get the clock down. They're pretty much trying to get yardage back for no reason. Jettas make that catch. He turns that into pretty much a 1, because it starts off as 1st and 10. Now it's 2nd and 9. So it was 1st and 20. So which means there was a holding call, because that's pretty much the only thing that's 10 yards. So pretty much it was a holding call. So it ended up being 1st and 20. It's supposed to be 1st and 10. That's how it starts off, 1st and 10. So if it was supposed to start off 1st and 10, and we moved now to 2nd and 9, technically it was a 1-yard gain. Technically. But in the books, they're gonna count that as more than that for Jettas. Jettas picked up 11 yards. So now you see Up top, he's far back. Down low, he's up tight. They still running man. Yeah, they're still running man because you see number 34 for Cincinnati. He's following Jordan Mason. So that is a man coverage. TJ Hawkinson is running once again this little out and up or this little out and dig, out and slant, however it's called, for however they call it, because there's multiple ways that could be called. He gets tackled, but gets the first down. TJ Hawkinson is another one is underrated. He does not get his flowers. He's always tearing up the Bears. Shotgun formation. You don't see any running backs. You automatically should know what this is gonna be. Guess who it is too? We was just talking about this man TJ, and he dives for another first down. Now it's first and goal. Single back formation. Told y'all. When it's shotgun, they pass. When it's single back, they run. It's not that hard. Mason again. Mason tore them up. Hey, Cincinnati, get your defense up. I mean, they probably did. They got Dexter Lawrence now, so hopefully that makes a difference inside the interior. But at this point, it's getting ridiculous. Shotgun formation, they're pretty much going to be doing passing. We see zone because nobody's following number 30, which is the running back. Nobody's following him. See that? Nobody's following him. So they are playing zone. Finally makes a good pass inside of the zone. First down from a 3rd and 2. At this point, 4 wide receivers, 1 running back. Of course, you're going to be passing. You're down tremendously a lot, so you got to pass the ball. Oh, the ball got tipped. That was a lazy throw anyway. The ball gets tipped, and we have an interception. This was great defense by Minnesota. Why did I pick this game? I wanted to make Minnesota look bad. But Minnesota definitely is going to get this win, y'all. Pretty much they going to be running out. Man, this right here. You got a 21 personnel, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Tight ends help get that edge with a running back can bounce to the outside. Owen, appreciate that daily check in. And Jordan Mason has nothing but room to do everything he needs to do. First down. Clock still's moving because it's 3rd quarter. Oh, they're passing out of single back formation. Play fake, but of course, play action pass. But of course, it gotta look like it's going and another first down. Single back formation again. So pretty much out of single back formation, it looks like they're gonna run out of that. That's great throughout the whole game because now you got them guys looking for this single back formation, and when they look for it, they kind of cheat up. When they cheat up, you can hit them with the play action, just like how we just seen. But not right here. We see a run again. Jordan Mason. They make Jordan Mason look like he's just. They make him look like Derrick Henry back when he was Tennessee, because he hitting the holes and he getting out of there. Got a motion out of shotgun. We know what's happening. It's definitely a run, and it looks like he's throwing a TJ. He does. Touchdown. And pretty much that's what it is right there. We got like 5 minutes left, so I'll scrub through this for these last little 5 minutes. Yeah, once you start running as a team and you're down 45 points and it's the fourth quarter, you start putting in the backups. You don't want anybody getting hurt right here. You still got your starting quarterback out there. You still got your starting receiver. They've been missing this a lot. Great pass, great catch. Well, good pass, better catch because it's kind of behind them. They're playing man. They ran a blitz, or they actually ran a switch because you see the defensive end, he drops back and the linebacker comes in. That's more so of a switch. It's a trick play, and he gets the ball off. They get a first down. There's no purpose of celebrating because y'all are down 48-3. All right, under center here. Fake the. Why did you go for number 8? Why did you go for that fake? They're down. They're down. You fell for the play action. They're down, buddy. They ran this screen. These screens I don't mind. Those type of screens, the tight screens, something like that, I don't mind. The screens to the running back, I don't mind. The screens to the wide receivers, this way out there, I hate that. What type of blocking was? Hey, you know what? This is 15's fault. This is 15's fault. This was a fumble. This is number 15 fault for Cincinnati. He gets off of you. You're standing there. You're not doing anything. You're not saying anything to him or anything like that. The ball gets punched out. You're there to jump on it. That should not have happened at all. At all. All right, we're down at third down or fourth down. They get the rush. Starters honestly shouldn't even be in right now. It's fourth quarter, 11:22 left, second and goal. They're in shotgun. He has nowhere to throw to except for now. That's Jaceki, I want to say that is. I think Jaceki is 88. Touchdown for now. Not a sample, right? Jaceki is 88. You got illegal hands to the face, defense. Penalty is declined. Result of the play is touchdown. And it is a touchdown. All right. So pretty much now Minnesota did the right thing. Putting my backups in. I do not want any starters out there. Single back formation. You're up 48-10. Just go ahead and run the ball. Fourth quarter. 11 minutes left. The ball comes out. Cincinnati's happy like they have it. I guess they did. It's 3rd and 3, Cincinnati's ball. And this is just dangerous. I don't know if this Minnesota's line or if this was Cincinnati's offensive line because they were really getting the GG. Appreciate that daily check in. Appreciate the FYP. Much love. Thank you for the 22 super populous. All right, 3rd and 13. Of course, we got the backups in for the offense. This is technical. This was supposed to be a quick slant. Yeah, this is a quick slant. Defense is running man, just getting yards, keeping the clock moving. All right, 2nd and 8. Cincinnati finally put in the backups. They finally put in the backups, y'all. So we could pretty much go ahead and call it a day for this because there's no purpose of watching backups play. They just out there getting experience now. They're just out there getting experience. Good toss. Another sack. single back formation, another run. Screen to the running back who was in motion. He breaks the tackle. All right, at this point, just fall, dude. Because if you get out of bounds, the play stops or clock stops. And Minnesota wins this 48-10. Thank y'all for coming through, joining in. Hey, listen, next time I'll make sure that I'm on the screen. That way we can get it out there to the algorithm. That's on me, y'all. That's on me, chat. Appreciate y'all. Hey, if y'all over on the tube, we appreciate y'all for being here. If y'all over on the Purple app, appreciate y'all for being here. Tomorrow we will be finishing up the NFC North. We will be doing Green Bay Packers. That game, of course. Why not? Let's do Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears in the playoffs. Let's do that game. Make sure that y'all let them know Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears playoff game. We're going to break down that film, the good and the bad for Green Bay Packers. Once again, thank you all for coming through. Y'all make sure that y'all stay safe. We out of here, y'all.